Hello there. Today we'll be creating a Expo app on Visual Studio Code. So firstly we need to open up our project folder. So we open folder, we navigate to where we have saved our folder, and here is MAST apps, which is mobile app scripting apps, and we select that folder. Inside of that folder you'll see I already have a few projects, and we'll be creating a tutorial project. So first we open up the terminal and we make sure we are in the root folder. So here we have MAST apps over there, and over there is the folder name MAST apps. So now that we know we're in the root folder, we can now type in a command, which in this case is npx create expo app, and then this app we're calling tutorial. The app name goes over here, so this is the app name, and like I said, in this case it is tutorial, and then it's -t expo template blank TypeScript. After we type in that, we can run it and it will create the app for us. Now, it is recommended not to open up the files while it is creating your application. Wait for it to finish and then we get to start working on our code. Okay, now it is finished and we can go open up our application. Now the first thing we need to do is navigate into the new folder we created. So there are two ways of doing this. We can either right click over here and open integrated terminal, or we use the cd method, which is change directory into the tutorial folder. And now we can see we are in the tutorial folder over there, which is the same as that over there. Another way you can check is the file path appearing next to the mouse cursor is the same as the file path that is over here. And now we can dry run our app. np expo start. Dry running tests to know if the app works fine and if everything is in working condition. First thing that's going to happen is we're going to run into this error when we try and open it in the web. And how we've solved that is we use Control-C to stop the server. We get this file path back, and once we have that back, we can copy this line of code and we paste it and we run that line of code. That will install the dependencies we need to run it on the web. Now we get to run npx expo start again, and it should open up on the web page without any errors. And there we have our working app. Now we go back to Visual Studio and we close our server and we get to start working on the app, editing the code over here. Now the first thing we are going to do is we are going to build the user interface and change some of the fields over here. So first we're going to change view to scroll view. And we ensure that we change the closing tag as well. When you type this out, please remember that we need to import it at the top over there. And now since we're not using a view, we can remove this import and our imports stay nice and clean this way. Second thing is we remove that line of code over there and we enter our own little bit of code. Now we'll just use the defaults for now. And this will be a registration form. Okay, now because this is a heading, we're going to change the font size, and we can add a bold to it, and we change the margin just a little bit as well. Okay, now let's add our components. So firstly, we'll add a text for full name. And now we are adding a text input. As you can see, if you use the tab feature, it imports it automatically for you. Let's use the defaults for now. We don't want to use all of these. We'll take away the width and we'll change the margin to 10. And I just put back this last bracket and everything is happy. Now we'll add a email address with the same features. And let's add a password and confirm password field. So the only difference between the normal text input and the password is here we have secure text entry, which hides the keys we are pressing, making it look like a password field. So let's have a look and see what this looks like. Okay, so here we have a blank screen, which means somewhere we ran into an error and it is not displaying as expected. Usually this is caused by a bracket. So instead of me trying to spend all this time trying to find a bracket, I'm going to ethically use AI to help me find the missing bracket. So in my app.tsx, there is an error that causes my web page to appear blank. Please help me fix it. Okay, and here it tells me that these two are causing the blank web page. So we'll take that out and we rerun the app. Now this is not a guarantee fix because we are using AI and AI does make mistakes. And here we have a working web page. Now we get to type in, and as you can see here we have our working password fields. Okay, we'll do style sheets in the next video.